They're off and racing for the first running of the Tipperary Foxhounds Mad Hatters race. And out behind the pacemaker, looks as though they've all safely negotiated the first, quickly on towards the second. The leaders out over safely as they track behind the pacemaker, who is the master of the hunts, Tim Hyde. Trainer having already had a couple of runners here today on the card. They're all safely out over the second. They go on towards the third, and Thomond O'Mara is prominent with the black cap in these early stages. Also prominent in the bright blue cap is Shane Ryan aboard Stuck in the Mud. And we have a couple of fallers there over the third. All the horses quickly up to their feet. Their jockeys, bit of a shock for them hitting the ground at that kind of speed. But as they head into the straight, and a couple of runners want to go a bit faster than the pacemaker is allowing. Shane Ryan is one of them. Thomond O'Mara also prominent. Burke is prominent as well in these early stages aboard her mount Dalsworth in the purple and pink quartered cap, number 4 there on the inside. Aboard Gemming Jumpa with number 5 Hannah Curling aboard Value Few King Louis. Towards the Sean Brett is also prominent in those early stages, and I'm joined by Paul Ronan from the local hunt. And Paul, who do you want to be on at these early stages?
Well, I think it's whoever manages to survive at this stage and gets to the flat race. Thomond O'Mara is fairly prominent up the front, as well as Bear Burke. She has been known to take a few wide lines. She's already cleaned out a few people in the practices. So it'll be interesting to see. I think it's whoever survives will do fine.
And not just the 8 fences that face them being the main obstacles. We had a couple of horses having fell in the early stage of the races now running the wrong direction towards the field. So plenty of action in this opening circuit of the Tipperary Foxhound Mad Hatters race, and it's still out with the pacemaker Tim Hyde. We have Thomond O'Mara and slightly competitive. Shane Breen is also prominent in these early stages aboard Stuck in the Mud. The leaders all safely jumped the first of 2 fences down along the back straight. A real test for the jumpers. Mary Malloy is also prominent with 2 fences in such close succession, challenging the pointers and as well not only as these hunters. As a couple of the leaders now taking on the pacemaker. Shane Breen and Thomond O'Mara not listening to the instructions before the race. They're not having any of the pacemakers early speed and wanting to get on with things and making it a real race as they go on towards the next, and they're let loose from the pacemaker. So this is where the race begins in earnest as they head down with just over a mile to race in the Tipperary Foxhound Mad Hatter races. All hell breaks loose as they're let loose and head out on this mile flat race. So as they go in the early stages of this flat race now, and prominent it's Jerry Spain on Flash Sunday with the narrow advantage from Burke and Dalsworth. Also prominent is Connie O'Day. Dan Breen comes next in the field along with Shane Ryan, who's just lost a couple of places as they've been let loose on the flat as they continue now bypassing this fence. Just heading out on the final circuit is number 13, Kim Ronan aboard Midget on a Mission, but she's got plenty of ground to make up now in this final mile as she's to challenge the leaders as they've got just about half a mile to race. And it looks as though Mary Malloy has gone on. She's about 3 lengths clear at this stage aboard Shadow Dancer, and she's not for stopping at this stage, but she's gone quite early. Can she keep up this relentless pace with over half a mile to race? Thomond O'Mara now real danger though as he's gone into second place. As they bypass these couple of fences down the back straight, it's still Mary Malloy in front. She's 4 clear of Thomond O'Mara. Can she hold it out in front? And these two, they look to have it between them. The rest of them are left toiling in their trails. So with under 2 furlongs to race, they'll race uphill, but it'll really test the stamina of these hunters. They've jumped plenty of obstacles out in the field throughout the season, but do they have the fitness to last it out? Mary Malloy, though, is doing her best out in front, pushed hands and heels into the final furlong. She's destroying the field now as they come into the home straight and into the final 150 yards. It's going to be Mary Malloy who'll take the first ever running of the Tipperary Foxhounds Mad Hatters race. Give her a cheer. She runs up towards the line. Mary Malloy and Shadow Dancer take the Tipperary Foxhounds Mad Hatters race, and she's a mile clear of the remainder of the field, staying on now to take Second is Jerry Spain and Flash Sunday. In third is going to be number 12, Dan Breen. They're followed in fourth by Thomond O'Mara. Making late ground for fifth is number 7, Sue Perry, who just beats Shane Ryan. They're followed then across the line by Connie O'Brien as we wait for the trailers to come through. Next to come through will be Hannah Curling aboard Value Few King Louis as she beats Sean Brett for that position aboard Sportsfield Roger, and it looks as though we just have the one finisher left to complete as Burr Burke, after that early pace-setting effort, will finish his last but one, as the final finisher is going to be Kim Ryan. So give her a big cheer as she comes up towards the line. She's just rounding the home bend with that final couple of 150 yards to go. Give her a big cheer, pretend she's won the race as they head just the one more finisher left to complete as Burr Burke crosses the line there aboard Dalsworth. That early pace-setting effort aboard on the opening circuit over those fences, taking its toll for her effort. But as racing up towards the line, give her a cheer. It's going to be Kim Ryan, who will complete the course in the first ever running of the Tipperary Foxhounds Mad Hatters race. Fair play to all the competitors, almost all of the competitors finishing today's race, and a plenty of success.